Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representing. As always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What it do? Federal up the guy, aka the Go Artist, a lot of the boss, you know what it is, ringgameradio.com in the building, Monday night boxing, recap, previews, all of that good shit. Let's get it. Sample Kings Forever coming soon. Like April, like like really soon. I know I've been saying really soon, but like real shit. Like it's coming. It's pause. It's getting there. But yeah. Ring gang, nigga, let's go.
Yes, sir. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing building. Ring Game Radio all day. Let's go. We punching heavy tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hitting you with these hard punches for Foreman, baby. We'll get into that, though. But
absolutely.
Let's get it.
Yeah, definitely for Big George. You dig? But, yo, I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, you already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Ron, Top 5, Chicago's own. Top 5, retired, dead or alive. We here, Southside.
Yeah, damn, your voice sound raspy as hell, bro.
I was gonna say, is this Rome or Lloyd Banks? What the hell is going on?
I'm saying,
Jadakiss, nigga.
My bad.
I was waiting for the nigga to say deep block.
I ain't talking about a minute and 35 seconds, nigga. I gotta keep talking to keep my voice. Pause.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but yeah, that's Rome top 5. You know what I'm saying? He's in the house. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Conscious Power will probably join us a little later in the podcast. But yeah, before we get into the recaps and the previews, man, definitely got to acknowledge the passing of a legend in boxing. You know, a whole legend, Olympic gold medalist, and a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, the legit heavyweight champion of the world. You know, Big George Foreman, man. And that shit came out of nowhere because usually, I mean, he wasn't sick. I mean, dude was still posting on Twitter and there was videos of him hitting the bag and he looked healthy and he talked normal. Like he was incredibly lucid, which we'll get more into like that. So it was just like no one knew he was sick. And then all of a sudden it's like his family announced it on his Instagram. And it's just like, it's a huge loss for boxing, like, you know, because we're always, because you know, this is the day and age where, you know, you're trying to sell a story with fighters. You're telling fighters to actually try to sell themselves in this era, and not a lot of fighters do a really good job in doing that, even the ones who call themselves cash cows of boxing. But Foreman was one of the ones that not only that did it better than a lot of the other legends in his era. You know, never mind like other legends in other eras too. Like Foreman, that's I mean, he came from nothing. Came from, you know, that man's from the 5th Ward in Houston. You know, dude was a delinquent, and then, you know, he sees a commercial to join Job Corps because he wanted to better himself.
He wasn't no delinquent, bro. Really, like.
He was, bro. I have his biography.
I know, he was a mean motherfucker.
He used to
get in the fights, beat the shit out of people. Yeah, all right, I got you.
Bro.
Okay.
Yeah, nigga, that's a delinquent, nigga. If I ever had one.
But yeah, he went to Job Corps, and then from Job Corps is where he learned how to box. And then within a year or 18 months, dude is fighting in the Olympics and beating up grown-ass men, bloodying them, battering them around for a gold medal. Like, you know, and even then, that was a controversial, of course, if you know your history, the 1968 Olympics was incredibly controversial. You know, you had the brothers standing with the black fist, but, you know, Foreman, because of the opportunities of America provided for him, you know, he stood and waved the American flag. You know, and, you know, patriotic to the fault and patriotic to the end. And then turns pro in 69, and it's like it goes 37-0 before he knocks out Joe Frazier in Jamaica in 1973 after bludgeoning him like 6 times. You know, of course, that's where you get the famous "Down goes Frazier."
He beat the shit out of Frazier.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
He beat the ever living shit. Like that's That's a beating that like most heavyweights these days wouldn't be able to come back from that beating.
Facts.
They were made different. These guys were made different because these new motherfuckers, that they would never be the same after that type of beating.
Yeah. You know, and that was considering that was incredible, considering the fact that Joe Frazier, took Muhammad Ali's 0 and he was looked at as unbeatable, and Foreman bounced him up and down the canvas like a basketball, and then does it a year later with Ken Norton, who also gave Muhammad Ali trouble and gave him a loss too. Took him out in 2 rounds. And then, of course, he loses to Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle, one of the most famous fights of all time. And then, basically, he's trying to get his career back trying to get his career back on track. And then he suffers the shock loss to Jimmy Young, in Puerto Rico. And then he suffers from a heat stroke, pretty much. But the heat stroke is pretty much what he calls the conversion, from being angry, sullen George, which is what he was in the 70s. He was a mean guy, to the beginnings of what we got used to in the 80s and 90s. No more fighting, started preaching for 10 years, and then came back to boxing because he had a center that he opened up, but he also had people that kind of took his money, and he was forced to come back in the ring. But coming back in the ring at the age of 37, that's because usually in boxing, anyone, fighters that try to come back late in their prime like that, or not even out of their prime, usually have horrible results. Horrible. But then, dude, he fought for another 10 more years, and then he managed to establish himself. The Jerry Cooney knockout, which gets shown every week now, online, whether it's through Top Rank or whatever. That uppercut, his uppercuts are shown. And then the Holyfield fight, that was the fight that kind of established him. I'm a serious contender, and it's a great heavyweight scrap. It was on the. I remember watching it as a kid. It was on TVKO. My dad taped on the VCR and shit like that. It was an epic fight, And then Foreman.
He hurt Holyfield.
Yeah, he did. Foreman. Holyfield to this day says Foreman is the hardest puncher I ever fought. Because he was like, man, did he knock out my teeth? And that's what volume of his power.
It's kind of crazy how Foreman fought Ali, Frazier, and ended up fighting Holyfield. That's just fucking kind of nuts to think about.
Yeah, that's a bridging of 2 gaps. Dude fought in 2 of the most competitive eras for heavyweights, 70s and the 90s.
And fought punchers in both eras, because dude fought Tommy Morrison, Holyfield.
Alex Stewart, stuff like these are punchers. Michael Mora, who we knocked out to become heavyweight champion once again.
Shannon Briggs, he was robbed against.
Yeah, he was robbed.
But he got a gift against Lou Savarese, though. If we be honest.
And Axel Schultz too. That's it. Yeah, those were two.
I always felt like Lou got a bad shake, a bad decision in that fight. I was like, damn.
But just the fact though, but at the age of 45, being competitive in 90s heavyweight era boxing is still incredible. Yeah, because
that's still hell yeah, that's still crazy. Because it kind of overshadowed what Larry Holmes was doing.
Yeah, Larry Holmes. He tried. God, Lord knows he tried, but he was never able to kind of do what Foreman was able to do. And
because he didn't have that one thing that was like the Foreman always had that crazy power where, even if you're outboxing him, you're not going to just take stupid chances and shit. Nobody else really had that in no comebacks.
Yeah. And that was the big thing with Foreman, because obviously prime Foreman was somewhere between 218 and 227, and dude was all muscle, dude
6'4", right? 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, 6'4". Dude had muscles upon muscles, and big fist on top of that. And dude was pretty much built to box. He had one of the best chins in the sport. Probably some of the best power that we've ever seen, certainly among heavyweights. Dude was the embodiment of a heavyweight, heavyweight KO.
Yeah,
all of that.
And the way he's spoken about in Muhammad Ali's book, and how like the sparring partners, how like if you turned it up on George in sparring, like George would like try to like he wouldn't try, but he would literally like kill you.
Yeah, and
he would like literally put your lights to like you would go unconscious, and people learn lessons about that shit. I'm like, damn, like this is the nigga Ali fighting.
No, Foreman was no joke. I mean, we pretty much we like today we try to find fighters like, yo, fight mean. Like, you know, there's not too many mean fighters today. Like Foreman was just mean for like no. I mean, he was young, he was surly, basically like he was an SOB. So pretty much
he tamed a lot of other mean motherfuckers because boxer to be a boxer, back in the 70s, bro. Like
you had to have a mean streak.
He had a bunch of niggas afraid not to like you know the whole silent agreement Teddy Atlas talk about that we always talk about with fighters.
Yeah.
He pretty much had niggas on lock with that shit.
I mean, I know there wasn't ducking back then, but I know some heavyweights probably didn't want some niggas just didn't want to fight that beast. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, niggas ain't want to spar him, let alone fight the man.
Yeah.
If I fight him, you almost guaranteed to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about Foreman that's not really talked about. I know most people like to think Foreman was just some big brute that was just like, you know.
Hell no. Gold medalist. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no. Foreman was a, you know, if you see him fight basic boxing, you know, throw a jab out, you bring that shit back as quickly as possible, cross arm defense. He was taught boxing by Doc Brodus and Archie Moore. That man had fundamentals out there because there's a reason why. Even when he was, you know, to his deathbed, why he didn't talk with a slur or anything like that. He had defense, you know.
So you think he was more technical than Brute?
Yeah.
Then who?
Nah, he was like both, but like
I feel like he was more like
no, he was both.
Not to mention he started his career getting mentored and beat up by Sonny Liston. That man didn't just have brute. It wasn't just a brute. That dude had skill.
I never understood that Bacoli company. He just had two decent wins. Like it is levels, man. Like that whole Bacoli was me George Foreman. That was some bullshit.
They're two different separate fighters. Like damn.
Yeah, there's
fight alike.
Yeah, there's no George Foreman. There's no George Foreman after George Foreman. Like there's none. Like I mean, I get people like, you know, anyone that walks forward and throws heavy punches without so much as like turning your hips into it. Yeah, you know, everyone's like, oh, that's a Foreman. You know, Foreman. Like that's not the case. Now Foreman was just blessed with that type of power. Like, you know, Foreman could punch correctly, but you know, if you can knock somebody out with an arm punch, which is what he did regularly, hey, that's a gift. Yeah, you know.
So you but see the thing is with Foreman, you better hope he doesn't punch you correctly.
Yeah.
Because he's capable of it and he does that. You know what I mean? Like you could get either one. Like that's the worst thing about it. Like it's not like a Tyson where you're getting technically sound, speedy ass punches that are concussive and powerful. You're getting like fucking. You can either get a random ass fucking roundhouse or a drive-by uppercut. Shout out to Chris Brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
An overhand right, a smash before Razor Ruddock even had him.
Yeah. I mean, even the punch he knocked out Mora with, it was just a classic 6-inch right hand.
Yeah, he didn't have to throw clean to hurt you. He was that type of dude where like even like punches you blocked, like you could still feel like shockwaves through your body.
Yeah,
that type of power.
Yeah, I mean that's why Mora was on the canvas. Like when he was struggling to get up, you could see all this blood come out of his mouth. Like he was like, you know, people would say, "Oh, Mora like took a dive or anything like that." No, Mora got hit with
a
shot.
Who the fuck said that?
Yo, there was a lot of talk like that. Mora took a dive and shit. Like, no,
because I swear the way he got hit, it must be. Yeah, so niggas must be think JFK got faked this shit too. Then if that's the case, because certain shit just look too devastating for me to be like, yeah, he could have got up. Cause ain't no way that nigga look like he faked that shit. Like he could have got up. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, yeah. Foreman's power is unbelievable. Like you still haven't seen power like his. Like I know there've been comparisons with him and Deontay Wilder, and that's even a worse comparison. Like Wilder is not Foreman, and he will never be Foreman. You know, like George Foreman was, George Foreman was. I mean, even the highly technical, like Jimmy Young is probably the only one that really outboxed the Prime Foreman, but he had to be on his P's and Q's in order to do it, and he almost got knocked out in that fight himself. So it's like there's a certain level of danger that you had to deal with Foreman. Like even,
I mean, he was no Chris Bird now.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like shit.
But I mean, I think it was only after he got truly old, and yet that fighters like Savarese and Schultz were kind of able to okay, look, I'm older, I'm younger than you. I'll use the youth and athleticism to try to win fights, and they almost did, But yeah, no, which brings us to Shannon Briggs. No, Shannon Briggs did not win that damn fight by any stretch of the imagination. And it was basically it was one of those things where you knew where if all Briggs had to do was remain standing and the judges will kind of take it from there.
That type. Like a certain fighter they tried to do that for in Australia this weekend. Even though I ain't see the fight, but from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, but this one was worse because Briggs, and keep in mind Briggs had to be on his piece because Briggs, was scared to get hit by Foreman, and this is like a 48-year-old Foreman, and that Foreman was boxing his head off, but it was during that time where boxing was like, okay, look, bro, you're not gonna fight the contenders, then you gotta go, and so they basically gave him the decision, and then Foreman walked away from boxing, but however. He walked away and he also enhanced another part of his legacy, because of course everyone here I'm pretty sure has used the Foreman grill before, has owned one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's amazing.
And thank God that piece of shit Hulk Hogan turned it down. So.
Well, you got to think about it. The George Foreman grill is like it's like the Jordans for Michael Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? But for boxing.
Yeah,
it's like,
and it's rare too because boxing doesn't have this type of anything. Like all the greats never were able to kind of get to that level of commercialization like that. I mean, like to be stamped like and you think
I never thought about it like that. But damn, that is true.
But no, it's like it made him a household name. Like how Jordan is a household name. You can walk around somebody's house and find Jordan somewhere, just like you can find George Foreman somewhere in somebody's crib in their kitchen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he's immortalized like that, and it was crazy too because at the height of the sales or whatever, Foreman was getting $8 million a month from them Foreman grills because he took a deal to get 40% of the profits and then some stock options or some shit like that, and then the company that made it was like, okay, look, this man's making way too much money, so they bought his name out for like $150 million and some other stuff. And yeah, he continued to do
but look, you made it.
We did at first.
You made it when niggas see other type of skillets and they be like, man, what, you got this fake ass George Foreman, nigga. What is this you got? You need that real shit. You need that real George Foreman with the 5 skillets, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is they still make variations of the Foreman grill. Like, and truthfully, if I didn't like my Ninja Foodie grill so much, I would get a bigger Foreman grill because
I'll be giving them shits out. I'll be giving them shits out every Christmas. Nigga. Them shits going on sale every Christmas, nigga.
They do, and I love it because the best burgers I ever make are on the Foreman grill. Like, them burgers are official,
perfectly cooked. You ain't even got to do shit.
I mean, and if it wasn't for the Foreman grill, where else would Jadakiss cook his crack on?
What's low key underrated on a Foreman grill? A beef patty, like a Jamaican beef patty. Like
I've never. That's some new
shit.
That's
some Florida shit, nigga.
Nah, that's some
beef patties like that, nigga. What the fuck? When you go throw that shit on the Foreman?
Dude. Ex-wife used to do this shit, and I was like. And then I tried it, and I was like, "Yo, you onto something?" Like,
nigga, I'm fucking intrigued now. I need to make sure I remember that shit.
Dude, it's like I remember I was telling my sister, I was like you never had a hot pocket in the air fryer? Nah, I'm like, nigga, you missed it. No, it's like certain shit just makes a difference.
Yo, Pat, you been to Chicago, right?
What's that?
You've been in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like it's like the pizza puff. Did you get the pizza puff when you was out there? You know what a pizza puff is?
Yeah, he did tell me about that. This nigga.
Do you know what a pizza puff is?
I do not know what pizza puff is.
I'm Papa Do's, right?
It's like imagine a giant Tostitos pizza roll, and it's like pressed into like a grilled cheese form, like a sandwich, nigga. That shit is, I'm telling you, busting, nigga. That's what I'm expecting the beef patty pressed on a George Foreman to look like, a fucking pizza puff.
See, I mean,
if you describe it, it does kind of look like that. But see, it used to be like the patties, like you know how you got the frozen patties from Jamaica? Like there's lobster, there's like kale, there's crab, there's beef. And you put them on there, it does kind of come out like what he described.
Yeah,
nigga,
and it's toasty, nigga.
Yeah,
you never had a lobster patty?
Nah, I never seen that shit.
Yeah, I might need to see. I'm starting.
That's exclusive. That's Jamaican shit, nigga. Like,
yeah, I'm starting to get hungry. Yo, niggas gotta stop talking about this damn food.
We talking about George Foreman grills, nigga.
That's his legacy, nigga.
Right. What the fuck? R.I.P. to the truth, man.
I mean, I used mine for it was just burgers and then the steak and then fish too.
Cause you ain't get creative, nigga. You supposed to be making grilled cheeses on them like that. Like I really got one in there, and I had hamburgers the other day. I was like, fuck it, I'm just do it in the oven, so I ain't even gotta look at them bitches. Just come back 20 minutes. Like, I'm sorry, George. I got you next time, man. Damn.
I mean, when I was really using the Foreman grill, I was using it basically when I was actually training regularly in boxing. So I was always on my lean meat shit. Pause.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's if you don't watch it, it get a little like sometimes it can dry out certain things. You know, I ain't trying to hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's where you had to get creative. Like you had a little like how long do you have to really cook some shit? Like
yeah. You had to really look, you know what I mean? You had to monitor that bitch, you know what I mean? But that shit do cook up a steak and burger and all that. But yeah, like you get creative with that shit. You start putting everything on that motherfucker.
Yeah, but
fucking breadfruit, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of people doing that. Like that's
Yeah, putting that garlic butter on that motherfucker. That should be.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much if you were a college student or just a student who was just like it didn't have much of a kitchen or anything like that. Yeah, that Foreman grill held you down like steel, man. And dude, like he was I remember all the commercials. He used to like he used to sell that and do Meineke too, and all.
Yeah, he did do Meineke. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like fast food restaurants too. Like he made himself into a salesman. Like like he like honestly, more boxers should really take a look at him as an example, like and just see like how to actually sell yourself.
He gave a blueprint but you know that because he really truly believed in being a friendly, likable person in that second part of his career. He went from an asshole to like that.
Yeah, exactly.
These other dudes, they can't do this. These niggas ain't gonna switch from being an asshole to being likable and friendly, and so they could get gazillions of dollars. Like, nah.
I mean, there's no reason right now. Shouldn't be a boxer in here like that. That should be in multiple commercials right now. I think the last one is Canelo. That's actually been in any multiple commercials. Like Manny was
what for like what duck season, nigga? Like what they rifles? Like what? Like what commercial Canelo's been in, nigga? Really?
He was in the liquor commercials. Or was that
He's
liquor?
He's been. This ain't no bullshit. He's actually been in commercials. That's not bullshit.
What can he sell me, nigga? Some fucking ducking. A hunter's vest, some camouflage, like how dare we got me cracking jokes about Canelo, or we trying to honor George Foreman, nigga?
No, I'm talking about examples, nigga. Like I'm not cracking no jokes. It's like fighters.
I'm saying, but you bringing up Canelo made me crack jokes, nigga. Damn, so I can't stand that motherfucker. Like shit.
Well, there's no other fighters in here. I mean, there's no other fighters here that are actually doing these commercials, or they're not doing anything really.
I think the funny thing is that. Like even when George became, friendly and jovial, especially like on commentary, there would be times where you could tell like he kind of almost like slipped back into his older self, like fucking the riot in fucking MSG with Bo and Galata. where you can hear
someone who's trying to test Lampley, and he's like,
yo, you don't want to do that, son. You don't want to do that. Or when Lampley was like with the Barrera fight, Barrera and Hamed, where he was like basically mocking Islam, and Foreman was just like dead serious, like, you need to cool it on that. Like, you could tell he was getting irritated.
Yeah, and if I think, and honestly, I miss Foreman's. Foreman was kind of biased in his commentary, and sometimes he'd say things that are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You know. But but everyone, he would drop a gem every now and then. But he was just very multi-layered on his commentary.
But honestly, niggas hated Foreman's commentary a lot. But I always thought it was cool, passable. It was better than it was given credit for. And when you look at what we have now, I would listen to George Foreman over a lot of these motherfuckers right now. Like, easily.
Like I said, like, Foreman is the guy for me with commentary. It's like, I think he's good when it's in a rotation. Like, okay, you get him 1 week, then you get someone else the other week. I don't know if I could deal with Foreman every week on a full.
I mean, that's how it was. I mean, because
that's what I'm saying. That's why
he was on there like a good amount of like back to back, but it was better than dealing with Lennox Lewis straight, nigga. Like,
but back then it was Lampley, Merchant, and Manny Stewart, right? That was like the main core three they had.
It was Lampley, Merchant, and Foreman before Stewart became really like a damn
fully in. Okay,
yeah, Stewart didn't come
fully in it.
And no, Roy was also doing it too.
Yeah, Roy too. Yeah, Roy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was basically, and then
Gil Clancy, I think with Sugar Ray Leonard used to do something too.
Yeah, well, this is when Sugar Ray actually, I think, knew what he was talking about, because I remember when he did the PBC shit. Then he
was way past his, but like he
was so far removed from the game that you could tell
everything was cliche driven and like if niggas. And honestly, the way he acted was the way people like the way he was acting, like the way he was commenting was how I felt like niggas was acting like Foreman was commentating. And I'm like, nah, this is what y'all was saying Foreman was doing. And Foreman was nowhere near doing this.
Whereas Foreman, at least when he's coming, actually knew what was going on. And, like.
Thank you. Yeah. And he just say you cliche after cliche shit. Like,
like,
he didn't tell you shit, the boxing meme shit.
Yeah, you could tell Foreman actually, did his homework before he actually got on the air to actually talk.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I miss this style. Like, shoot, like I might have to go break out some old HBO fights just to go here, just to hear some real commentary, some natural commentary. Like, nothing that's forced. It's just, some rambling, some knowledge being dropped, and sit like that. Like, Foreman is definitely going to be like, he's going to be missed. Like, because like I said, there's no more George Foreman. It's like, in the whole, like, it's weird too. It's wild too that like basically like the top 70s heavyweights are almost all gone.
Yeah. He was like one of the last. Yeah, like right now. The only top 10 heavyweights you have left all time are like Lewis, Holmes, and Tyson.
Yeah, Holyfield. It's like
Oh yeah, Holyfield.
But
don't kill me. Like,
out of that one picture with Ken Norton, Joe Frazier, all that picture where they're in the black. They're all
the champions forever. I actually have that on VHS. I have
the
that.
only one left is Holmes, and Holmes was Holmes was a little later than them. Holmes was 8-9 years.
Yeah, like Holmes was the only one in that group that didn't start boxing in the 60s. Everyone else did. He started in the 70s. But I mean, my only thing is I hope at least Holmes because at least Foreman got to smell his flowers. Foreman, he had the movie, which I thought was entertaining as hell.
I thought the movie was good, especially for like boxing movie. Like I enjoyed it better than the last fucking Creed. So
at
least it felt like a boxing movie.
Yeah, and then the actor who played Foreman actually really, because I remember the story, like he bulked up to 270 eating fish, which is crazy. Like he must be like
what kind of steroid ass fish he was eating.
I mean, to be 270,
he was eating sharks. He was eating mako sharks.
Yeah, but that was still heavy. But at least, like I said, Foreman got his flowers, before he passed. So that was, that was the great thing, at least. Now I mean, hopefully maybe Holmes gets his, like really gets his in some fashion, like
because you didn't get to see like he was in the fight night. You didn't get to see Holmes in the video games like that though.
Yeah, George Foreman had a video game too. That's right, he did have a video.
Yeah, he did have a video. But one thing I'll say this, like at a time when a lot of video games, the go-to boxing nigga they would try to imitate was Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. I say shout out to Fatal Fury for having their boxing guy, Axel Hawk in part 2, be based off 90s Foreman. Mm-hmm. The white trunks, the bald head.
Yeah.
6'4", got a gut, but he throw nasty 1-2. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I know Kane sung like, yeah. But I salute that. But yeah, Foreman was as mainstream as you could get. Like Android, what up? Salute.
Yeah, and he was great too. Like I mean, he had his own show briefly back in the day. He was in movies too, of course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was in movies.
He was on King of the Hill.
No, remember that? Yeah. Remember that Bill Cosby scene? That Bill Cosby movie. I forgot what it was called.
He was in Let's Do It Again.
Yeah, Let's Do It Again.
Yeah.
I mean, Foreman was everywhere. I think he actually was recording a cartoon that hasn't been released yet. So I mean, and it's So I mean, he's gonna So eventually we're gonna get one more appearance from him in a movie in the cartoon form though. But I
don't say when it comes to like household names, especially heavyweight, it's like there's Ali, Tyson, and I mean. Foreman got to be right there. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he
always was there.
he always was there. Like I mean, like I said, I mean, you can't.
He was either number 3 or you're going to say Holyfield, but he was right there.
Yeah, him Holyfield.
Yeah. I mean, Foreman was never underground. Like Foreman, because Foreman, he broke in when boxing was like one of the top 2 sports in America. So like. And then basically his story in itself made it that he would never be like an underground boxer.
I always felt like Holmes. The thing with Holmes, even though I think he's top 5, one of the greatest, he kind of didn't have. He kind of was running the show when heavyweight was kind of weaker. Like it was going through a moment. So that's why I don't think Holmes ever got his proper flowers. But that's a different story.
Well, no, because he fought after Ali and he beat Ali. That's the reason why.
Yeah, Ali, like Holmes, and then the thing is, it's like. Like Holmes was cool, but some people say he had like a chip on his shoulder. He wasn't as likable as a guy like 90s Foreman or how Ali was. Like, so it's like people. It's like if you already like stepping into somebody's shoes like that, and then you're not a likable guy, you got a chip on your shoulder.
And Holmes was a hater. Like
he was a hater. He's
I mean,
but I feel like the 4 Kings kind of were more popular in boxing than him at the time. Like he kind of during a heavyweight period was a little weak for him. I mean, not his fault. That's who he had to face. But
I feel you. It's not the same because it's like heavyweights was still popping, but you got to remember like. Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Hearn, Hagler, them niggas was like,
them niggas was niggas. Yeah,
larger than life.
Yeah, them niggas was kind of running the show at that time. So that's why before that it was always heavyweight.
Meanwhile, who was Larry Holmes' dance partners? Like
that's the main thing.
Pretty much.
We got Carl the Truth.
Carl the Truth Williams.
we got here Tim Witherspoon.
Which was a great fight, by the way.
Yeah.
It is a great fight,
But it's the 80s get overlooked because you had a bunch of talented, athletic cokeheads in the heavyweight.
The crack era swept them all away.
But
but we always talk about how great it made hip hop, but like y'all shit about it. Y'all shit on it when it comes to boxing. Niggas is like, well, I don't know, man. Rappers ain't have to box niggas, so it worked out better. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I always say too, the 80s heavyweights, they had their vices, but they were all talented. Because if they weren't talented, then Ali's generation of heavyweights would have never gotten swept away by them. Because they did.
Dude, fuck it. I say this, my nigga. Let me get back on camera for this one. Fuck that. Yo, Pat, if we want to keep it real, the 80s heavyweights era is low-key like this era's junior middleweight division, 154.
I can see that.
Just take away the coke, take away the drugs. But if you just put talented, athletic guys with various styles, with nobody really just being all that talented or all that better than the next guy, and everybody just fight their hardest any given night, that's the 80s heavyweights.
But I mean, Holmes was the top guy, though, right? I mean, Holmes was number one.
Yeah, Holmes was the top guy.
He was just like Charlo was the fucking top guy.
Okay, fine, fair.
There's always going to be somebody who has a little more of everything else, or he applies what he does better, and he becomes the king of that shit. But remember, Spinks Kane got him, Tyson got him. Like, so there's always going to be some nigga that step up. But I'm just saying, like, the landscape is pretty much that. Because now that there's no Charlo, what is fucking 154?
Yeah, it's just kind of a scatter.
Goddamn 80s heavyweights division, nigga. with motherfuckers, anybody could win or lose any given moment type shit.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
And just, we ain't got no drugs or no Don King influence. That's it. Because that was a major factor too. If you read Don King's book, you hear about a lot of shit how niggas was like, God damn, I gotta take this $150,000 in this briefcase and see what it do. Even though I know I'm getting fucked, but it's better than the $15,000 I would have got from this promoter.
Yeah. I mean, and Don King. I mean, of course, one of the things too is Don King. It's crazy how Don King and Bob Arum are living these guys. Like they're still.
They ain't have to get punched in the head, nigga.
But
and the stress of knowing where your next meal coming from.
That's all there is to it. They didn't get punched in the head for, that's why.
And the whole stress of fights and not knowing what's going on. Like, bro, like that shit eats you alive. Dude, just the stress. Dude, like, you know how much that stress, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, Foreman fought 81 professional fights. You can't even find fighters in any division that be fighting 81 fights. Like
81 is, but how many first of all, how many first round knockouts, second round knockouts Foreman got? Like that attributes to it too. But
yeah, I mean,
you gotta have Foreman type of power to have 81 fights.
I mean, 81 fights, and he never once went past 12 rounds, and he fought in the 15-round era, which is incredible. Like. Dude, like even you never heard Foreman going to round 13, 14, 15. Nah, there's none of that on his record. Like that's
why he was more preserved than most niggas. Like,
yeah, and that's
the way he came back as a 37-year-old, he came back as a 37-year-old who like just signed up for a UFC contract.
Yeah, and honestly,
like his body was still semi-fresh. Like. Well, I played college football type shit or whatever, or baseball, but I'm still good.
I mean, I will say, it definitely played a part because, like I said, I mean, if you fought in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and you have all these, and you had some hard fights, like you would not expect him to have been as lucid as he was. Like he was super lucid, like compared to like an Ali or a Frazier or a Norton or even Larry now, who's showing signs that he's starting to slow down. So,
it's genetics too, bro. Like.
What's that?
It's also genetics too,
Yeah, too. But even then, you even have like people like Holyfield. Now he was more lucid than Holyfield. Now it's just like, and that's
was more lucid than fucking Brandon Rios, bro. It's just
yeah, very true.
I'm just saying, like, we could go to James Toney about the other nigga I could think of who has so many fucking fights.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have no knockout power. Like, well, he has knockout power, but he don't have no fucking Foreman.
He doesn't have Foreman knockout power, Yeah.
But then who the fuck has a Foreman knockout power?
Yeah. Foreman was just like he was just a one of a kind type of fighter in boxing. Yeah. That shit is a huge loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said though, it's just glad that he was actually. I mean, he was actually able. He got out of the sport. He made more out of the ring than he did in ring, which is a rarity among boxers. Especially in his era. You don't really see that at all either. Like, I mean, that's actually amazing that he actually rebuilt his wealth the way he did, and was able to actually retire and live in comfort and be sound of mind and everything. So yeah, no, definitely like rest in peace to George Foreman, man. Like, and I look forward to all, and I pretty much I've been watching all types of tributes and stuff like that all day, man. And like I said, like for you, the people who are newer boxing fans, man. YouTube is your friend, man. Like, you can type in George Foreman, you'll see all the Foreman fights, man. Definitely go ahead and go watch you some of those Foreman fights, man. And you just realize why he was such a special person.
Y'all got it so easy now. Back in the day, like a nigga, like to see Foreman live, nigga had to order that on VHS, nigga. Like, couldn't just type that motherfucker in, like.
Either or just, I mean, like I said, or the hot box era, like.
Or the hot box era, like you had to put in work, like. So yeah, like there's a lot of shit you can watch from George Foreman, man. Great career, man.
Great career, man. Definitely rest in peace to an all-time great.
Rest in power.
Rest in power, yes.
He was certified that, like,
yeah.
He was punching niggas like Thanos and shit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolute legend, though. But yeah, no. Outside of that, I mean, obviously there was also there was boxing this weekend. Starting in Australia, and usually all the Australia cards. I didn't expect this one. I did not expect it would be so damn early in the morning. But yeah, no, it was like, damn, the main event's at fucking 7:00 in the morning. I'm like, geez. But really, there was only two reasons to really watch the Matchroom Australia card, and one of them was Taylor Brown and Sky Nicholson. Yeah, that fight, and I know because I mean, LB didn't watch it though, but he did sum it up pretty much. It's just, some people were like, someone who fights so risk averse, and people think it's showing skill. And that is
now go ahead and say it how LB would say it. You can say scary. Go ahead. We ring game.
Well, it's someone that fights so scary, people kind of misconstrue that as it being skill. And that basically was how the fight was. You could tell that Sky Nicholson was kind of intimidated because
boo, yeah, that oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck that fight.
Yeah, like, she would hold it, all types of shit, like, because pretty much she would not engage, like she was just throwing jabs. Like, it was like, can you throw a 1-2? And meanwhile, Tara Brown was just working. And that's all she had to do was just work, and she continued to put the pressure on her. And then it was like it was just holding and holding and holding, and then some dirty shit, from here and there, but nothing that she was doing was overly effective. I'm like, you're a champion. Why are you fighting like this? So
she always fucking fights like that.
Yeah.
Now it's finally somebody that could just say fuck all that. Like
General Dollar, Andre Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. And it was bad too that a judge actually gave a fight to her. I'm just like, no. There was definitely none of that in there. Sky did not win that fight. And now I'm not saying it was an exciting fight or anything like that, but it was a fight that you can clearly saw who actually wanted the fight, who wanted to win. So yeah, Taylor Brown, she got the upset. The money, if you did decision or a money line, you got, and that was the only bet you did, you got paid. So yeah, salute to Taylor Brown though, because she put in work for years, and a lot of these fighters avoided her.
I'm glad I was wrong, because I picked Sky. I thought on some point shit that would be kind of close, but I'm happy I was wrong because she deserved it. Yeah.
My bets was happy you was wrong too, nigga. Like, we all happy your ass was wrong. You should have knew fucking better, nigga. This ring gang over here, you gonna pick some goddamn flimsy ass damn boxing.
I didn't see the fight, so I don't know how it went, but I just thought,
dude, somebody who is trying to avoid a fight and they're used to avoiding a fight by their footwork, and so now their footwork isn't working. So what do you think they'll do when someone gets close?
Facts.
Hold.
Clinch, hold, do whatever the fuck they can to survive the fucking fight. We're offering sporadic offense in between that and getting hit rhythmically.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I just saw one highlight and I could just figure that's how the whole 10 rounds went.
Yeah, that's literally how it all went. Like it was just frustrating. I was like, come on, Sky, at least throw something, throw a body shot, do something. Like you have to
long as the money hit, then yeah, I don't care about the seeing it, but yeah, Shorty won. That's what's up. But yeah, Sky Nicholson, look, it's like I said before, like this whole jabbing around and being super defensive and jumping 10 feet back and throwing lean away shots and not trying to engage. And you're doing this against people who are beneath you, who not on your level. You know, you playing with your food and all that bullshit. You're so dismissive of Tiara Brown. That caught up, man.
It did.
It caught up to her, and she may never even bounce back. Who's gonna give her a rematch?
Yeah, I mean Eddie was talking that rematch shit, but no, Tiara, she because she signed with not Pro Box, but the OTX. So yeah, she's like they're gonna control. Like if you want a shot at her, you're gonna have to go to OTX. And
damn, they got her and O'Shea Jones. Shout out to the sisters.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Shout out to OTX for having the sisters in there. That's absolutely right.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, but I was happy because it was like, you know, because she had gone the runaround so many times, and finally she was able to become champion, come true. Now, hopefully, maybe we can contact her for an interview because I would love to, you know, try to get her an interview because she does follow us, so it's just like, you know, that's something we'll have to explore because I think she just recently got back on Twitter. She had been off since August. That's a long time, you know. She was. You know, for whatever
you gotta see the video she did with Raquel Miller, and they're like, she's talking, and then they're like, what, like, what y'all was saying? What y'all was saying? Probably need to see that.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah. Well, hopefully that maybe we can contact her and see if she, you know, we can get her for an interview though, because you know, I would definitely love to hear from her. You know, and then
you're saying like Scott. Eddie's side piece and got beat up.
Yeah, no, there were a whole bunch of memes on that one.
Oh man, but yeah, man, niggas was hating on Tiara in the comments, all the bullshit. Oh, that look like a nigga. That's a man. She need to be more respectful. This is that. Oh, Sky is this guy. No, fuck all that.
Fuck all
Pretty
that.
bitch got her ass whooped.
Yeah, exactly. Sky should have been more respectful of her position as champion. Fuck out of here.
See, that's the thing. Like. Just because you look pretty don't mean you automatically fight pretty. Like, you actually got to learn to do that part.
Yeah. That's why
pretty is not, you know, jumping back, running, throwing one punch every 50 seconds in a 10-round fight.
Yeah, that's why we gave respect to Ebony Bridges when she wasn't being an OnlyFans model, when she had that classic fight with Shannon Courtney, you know, and, you know, which was like, which was incredibly brutal for a women's fight. Like, you know,
yes.
You know, and
not afraid to get hit, like like all this. But soon as y'all lead more into that modeling shit, you know, it's like you Ebony Bridges 2.0 now. Like
like how like she was putting and frankly, Sky was putting all this work in the gym to just hold. Like she was out there, she was more diesel than she usually is, but she was just using it to hold. The fuck, like come on,
like what was your point, like? Yeah. I could not train a nigga to be lifting weights and going hard, and then he get in there, he swoller, and he fucking using the muscles to damn hold and clinch.
Yeah.
Like, I might just leave your corner during the fight if you do some shit like that.
Facts.
Like I would be like disrespect. I'm like, nigga, like if you don't fight this motherfucker, like I know you can. We done. Like what the you fucking embarrassing me, like nigga.
Yeah, like, one thing. But that's one thing. That's one problem that Shanika Sugar Neeks Johnson didn't have. She put her foot in Nina Hughes' ass. Good Lord, like that was a steady beating that she handed out. Like there was no. She was like, look, I'm not. There's gonna be no decision in this fight, and she basically steadily beat down Nina Hughes until the corner was like, okay, yeah, no, we gotta throw this towel in because you know she's whooping too much ass. You know.
Damn. So she stopped her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Damn.
Yeah, and I'm not even mad. I wasn't even mad. I was like, damn, she really whooping that ass. Like Nina had nothing. Like she was so skittish from all the punches she was taking. And the corner was like, okay, look, yeah, we gotta stop this shit. It's taking too much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but yeah. That was a highlight there. And then
should have cut right over eye or some shit.
Was she bleeding? I'm pretty sure she was, because like I said, she was catching some heat. So
Shouts out Shanika. She's fine.
With her fine ass, yes.
With a fine ass, I could fight.
Yes, exactly.
You get 2 points for that, because apparently, like, y'all hoes can just only look good and can't fight. Like, it's nice to get one of y'all that can do both. Like, so thank you. Like. We didn't think it was so hard, but okay.
Yeah. Now, as far as Kambosos goes against the replacement, honestly, I mean, I know Eddie's signing him. He's using him to put him in a fight with Hitchens, but yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, because number one, I mean, I was expecting Kambosos to at least stop dude. That didn't happen. Like that shit went 12. Like, are you kidding? I mean, yes, it was. Yeah, like yes, it was a score. I think it was like 116, 112, something like that. Like,
no way the fight was that fucking competitive, bro.
It was competitive. It really was.
That's what I'm saying. Like that competitive. Like, yeah. I'm thinking you about to say like 118, 110 type. Just think said 116, 112. Nigga, that's a competitive ass fight.
Yeah, that was what was bothering me. Like, I was like, geez, like, I mean, the fight he was that dude he was fighting, he had bought a ticket to that fight, and then they called him for that, and now Eddie gave him a whole contract for Matchroom, because of his performance.
He got the Padley treatment, huh? Except he didn't get stopped.
Hold on, you said this nigga, wait, this guy was a motherfucking audience member and he got a ticket to the fight?
I mean, he got a few fights, but that's crazy.
You don't know, wait, because if we telling this shit, it's just like this nigga like won a raffle ticket and he just happened to box, and these niggas like, hey, well, we could get you in there with Kambosos, hey, you get there.
I mean, that's literally what happened. he literally,
Yo, what the fuck going on, fam? Like, yo, some of these opportunities need to hit Canada for my nigga PJ. This is crazy. Like,
it really
y'all just getting niggas like this now. Like, shit. Like,
I mean,
fuck.
It is Kambosos. I'm like, Kambosos. I mean, yeah, Kambosos won, but it's like you're supposed to. I mean, for his level, he's supposed to do. I mean, it needs to be more of a wash. Or at least
this needs to be like a Laura decision or some shit. Like, this need to be completely one-sided.
Yeah, and it was not. So I mean, I get it. You're gonna fight Hitchens though, and truthfully, I'm not looking forward to that fight either, because
nobody is like
nobody is because Hitchens is gonna.
I don't know why Hitchens keep giving this nigga attention too.
I don't either, but I think it's just like he needs. Because everyone else is not paying him attention. That's the problem.
Like they should. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Blazing Killer? What it do, man?
Yeah, it seems like that's going to be next up in New York, unfortunately.
Oh God!
Who the fuck wants to see that?
No, because because they've been going back and forth, and Hitchens is obviously
a lot of niggas go back and forth, and we never get those fights.
But obviously Eddie has something invested in him. So I heard New York, it might be in New York or something like that.
Yeah.
What can you invest for? Like, dude, like I'd rather see a Greek play than this Greek tragedy and this nigga getting outboxed. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, why is this nigga like the new era goddamn Robert Guerrero?
Yeah, all you need is one fucking victory. Like that dude is.
And he's not even really getting in. At least Guerrero was getting into entertaining fights. Kambosos just be getting his ass whooped, or it's a struggle, and he's getting all these shots.
Yeah, and truthfully, beating this guy should not get him a shot at any fucking title. Like dude should be forced to go fight at least someone that's high in the IBF ranking.
Nigga, this don't get you a fight at the Baddies Club, nigga, or goddamn World Star. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Kambosos and Kambosos. I mean, I think Kambosos also got bloody too, so that's nothing. Like he Lord,
it just keep getting worse. Pretty soon you're gonna end this segment and say, "Well, now that I think about it, it could have been a draw." Like, nigga, stop. I don't even want to hear no more.
I mean, it wasn't like he won, but it was not one of them. That's why when I was tweeting on the Ring Gang account during like after the fight, it was like, yeah, like geez, like I expected more. Like everyone else was saying, they expected more from Kambosos. This should have been a real separation.
More.
Yeah.
But he won by like a round, a couple rounds comfortably, at the very least.
That's the problem. But
116, 112 ain't really comfortably if you're fighting a nigga who won a raffle ticket in the audience. Bro, like what are we doing here? That like look, this is like you at your job, you working, and a nigga walk by and like the supervisor makes a point and he grabs this unknown nigga and he takes him out to a cubicle or whatever the fuck you doing, and he starts doing your job much better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what this shit sound like.
Yeah.
You picked out the nigga who would normally be selling cotton candy, and he's up here bloody in your fucking nose.
This was that shit was it was. I mean, it was an entertaining fight, sure, but it was just not the type of fight that you expect someone of Kambosos' stature to have. And I mean, it might just be, hey, either he's wearing down or he's not meant for 140 or whatever, or both.
This was at 140?
Yeah.
Bah, this nigga done, yo. What we doing here, yo?
Yeah, but I as I don't think Kambosos cares as long as he's getting, because he's on Twitter all day every day saying like, yeah, I may be losing, but I'm also rich too, and
dude, living the life. I can't even get the Gigi's first album. I mean, Can't Knock the Hustle, the intro. You can't even hate on it because dude be.
I can't knock the hustle. I can't.
You can knock it, but I'm saying like I can't.
Fucking airtime from better
fight.
fight.
I'm saying like, shouts out to his career path because he got one good win.
No, that's just fucking white privilege. God damn it. This Crockett don't deserve all those goddamn opportunities. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Respectfully.
That's true.
Goddamn, I get tired of these goddamn crackers always fucking getting these goddamn unnecessary, undeserved fucking shots. And Richard Hitchens is playing right into it.
Yeah.
The fuck this dude deserve a goddamn main event fight for? All he been doing is getting his ass kicked on my fucking TV screen. The fuck we doing here?
This nigga's like
shout outs to that nigga though.
Yeah, he like the opposite of Uncle Ruckus.
But honestly though, Kambosos though, like I think someone needs to really stop the bullshit. Someone really needs to like either Kambosos body somebody or someone bodies Kambosos. Like someone has to make this nigga.
Lomachenko, the nigga who already retired, bodied him. Like, why are we doing this? Like, dude, does the nigga need to jump off the fucking rope and Rob Van Dam this nigga with a chair? Like, what else do we have to do to this dude? Like, to get him off the TV? Does somebody need to like, who is the fucking this era's Omar Figueroa to just beat this nigga down in like 4 rounds and be done with this motherfucker?
All I know is Hitchens. You better stop that motherfucker. You better stop him. I don't give a fuck. You better
brutally. Like I need to see like every type of damn dragon punch, flaming this, that, whatever the fuck you need to do. You need to do it.
Anybody, I don't know about all that now.
I'm just saying, there's none of that sweet scientist shit. Just walk him down and make stop a former champ. Stop a former Loma did.
Thank you.
That's all.
None of this sweet science and project bullshit.
Yeah, and of course that's the reason why Hitchens, has a hard time finding opponents because, they saw that Perro fight and it's like, oh shit, this nigga can box me up in one gear. Shit, I'm in trouble. So I gotta avoid this nigga, man. And Hitchens only avoids avoids like heavy punchers, like super heavy punchers. So it's like,
super heavy and aggressive punchers.
Yeah. So
Perro can punch, but he ain't like no Lemos.
Yeah,
who's gonna be after you,
or even Matthias, who will who will walk through him. So it's like,
No, I can't get hit by those guys. Those guys hit hard. Like, what? You a grown ass man saying this shit, nigga?
Yeah. So, but hey, it's Kambosos here. He doesn't hit as hard. He's not good. He's not as good technically. So yeah, I could piece him up in my hometown, and satisfy my hometown fight requirement that Eddie likes to do.
Bro, look. If this was the old school, I had no problem with this fight because I know that nigga will fight 2 more times this year.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the new era where a motherfucker would literally have this be the one fight of his year, or maybe fight another person later this year, and it's only gonna be maybe half a notch better than Cambose's.
Right.
So this is why I be so critical of these fights. I don't be hating on some like, nah, get your money, black man, get your money, my nigga. Like, you know.
What if let me ask you, what if he was to unify with Teo Barboza winner next? Would that be? I mean, would this be an acceptable fight first then?
Of course it would. Yeah.
Of course, that's a great fight. Of course, but it has to happen.
Yeah.
We know a lot of shit be, there's a lot of room between the cup and the fucking lips, nigga. Like
facts.
Like the wine might fall out or some shit. Like nigga hand might have Parkinson's. Like I don't know. These motherfuckers move funny, bro.
They sure as fuck do. You know what I'm saying though? But like I said, I mean, yeah, the Australian card, I mean, it was entertaining for what it was though. But yeah, it was one of those. I mean, I woke up in time for at least for the women's fights, but I was like, God damn it, like shit was early. It was just, you know what I mean? But we also had the PBC.
I woke up in time for the Nicholson fight, watched that, and went right back to sleep.
Smart man. You like, fuck this.
Smart. You're a smart man though. Mine just once I wake up, I kind of stay up. So it was just like, yeah, I watched everything, and I was just like, oh, okay. But I also watched all of the PBC, the PBC tripleheader.
The robbery of the year. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, by far the robbery of the year. Terrell Gausha and Elijah Garcia. Pure, unadulterated robbery.
Hold on, it was that bad? Like, I didn't see this.
Bro. It was bad.
It was bad.
Like, can't even say a draw. Like, he clearly lost.
No, not even a draw.
Yeah, there was no draw.
There was no draw. Gausha won.
Wow.
Gausha won might either one
dropped him in
all
the first
but one round, maybe.
He made him tumble. He made him literally do a tumble in the first round with a straight right, I think. Maybe I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Gausha dropped Garcia in the first round. He dropped him heavy. It was a good knockdown too.
Literally, Garcia. I know he hooked up with Bob Santos finally, but his face was a punching bag. I saw no difference. Head movement wasn't there. Like it was trash.
Yeah, Gausha pretty much picked.
What was the offense then? We know his defense trash. Was he fighting back? Or he was
I will say he did decent body work. That's the only thing I'll give him. He did some decent.
Yeah, but Gausha was picking them off like over and over, defensive counter punching, over and over, which is what Gausha does. But
at an active, okay, damn. Maybe he turned the corner in the Adamus fight because that's when he started getting a little more active. Then wow, like
yeah, but it was
proud of that nigga. I didn't even see the fight, but I'm still kind of like,
yeah, no, I don't know.
He got robbed. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, he got robbed. Like no one was fucking with that decision. Like people were kind of incredulous, like that really happened. Yeah, I felt for Gausha, but this is where kind of like his reputation kind of bites him in the ass because we've talked about his fights where there was the Trout fight which he did win, but they didn't give him the decision on that one. And then you have the fights where he comes, where he'll come on late, like the Lubin fight or the Adamas fight or whatever, and but he doesn't move his hand enough, and then Laura was the one that kind of picked him apart. But
there was some brief moments of inactivity for him where I was like, but he should have won that fight clearly. It was a 10-round fight. He won at least 7-8 rounds. I was like,
yeah, easy.
Damn, like winning 7 or 8 rounds out of like that's a hard robbery.
Like I'm surprised you see the tweets. Like, yeah, Garcia didn't win that fight by any stretch.
No, I saw the tweet, but I don't be respecting a lot of these fucking boxing accounts and tweets I see. Nigga, I wait until I hear y'all opinion. And I argue against y'all niggas, so I know.
Yeah.
Out of respect, these random motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, LB, but when you start seeing too many of the same damn tweets, that should be like
I did, but
yeah,
this is boxing Twitter, bro. Boxing Twitter says a lot of stupid shit.
No, I know, but the odds of like 100 idiots all being wrong is like yeah. Like, even if they're all idiots, 100 idiots all wrong at the same time saying the same thing.
Boxing's the only entity that could really house 100 idiots all being wrong at the same time. That's the crazy part. Mm-hmm. Boxing's capable of that.
Yeah, and it was just crazy too, because I mean, pretty much even the punch stats of the fight too. Gasol landed more than Garcia did, which is crazy to even say that, considering that Garcia is the offensive fighter. So,
wow. So this nigga really done. Like, he don't even need to be like, yo, they like, wow.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'll say this too. I mean, Gasol. I mean, I'm pretty sure PBC will probably put Gasol on on another card or whatever, and but it's just like, but his momentum got got killed. And Garcia, though, I don't know what it is, but he's too young to be getting hit like this. I've said this over and over again.
Yeah. He hooked up with Bob Santos, who's one of the more well-known trainers, and I saw no difference at all. Like I would have not guessed he was with another trainer from that fight.
Yeah, he looked terrible. Like it's just like nothing has changed. Like, and he's only 21, and he's looking like this bad. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is with this guy, but. Yeah, he's getting worse and worse, and it's just like, he should have had a second loss, but I guess PBC has some plans for him because they
want to keep. They put too much money in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
clearly, that's what it was.
Yeah. We got plans.
Yeah. It was just like I'm not even a big Gasol fan, but I felt for him because I was just like, because
he was cheated out of his fucking moment. That's what I feel like, bro. Yeah. Like, we've been getting on this nigga for like 6 years about, dude, punch more. Stop this junior middleweight Rocky Juarez shit.
Yeah,
like you could do better. You could do more. It's right there for you. These guys aren't really more better than you. Like,
and then the one night he decides to punch more, this happens.
Exactly. Like, damn it.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, boxing is fucking heartbreaking. It is not for the weak, yo.
It is not. And I think now the only thing you got kind of hope for is maybe Garcia pops dirty for something, and then that shit gets turned into a no contest.
Yeah. Damn, I never would hope for something like that, but geez, like. That still makes the sport look bad, but would I rather hear bad judging or drugs?
Like, he was like, the guy Garcia had he was primed to fight Laura eventually soon. He was high ranking on the belt, but even old ass Laura would zap him out for sure. Like,
Laura would probably put him out with one punch. And I mean that might be actually still might actually be the plan. Yeah, put Garcia in with Laura and see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? But at least Jesus Ramos knew the assignment because he beat the fuck out of Strom. Like, good lord, he beat the
Jesus Ramos fought too.
Yeah, he was the co-main.
God damn, now I remember how I missed all this. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean Strom. I mean, he was game though, but. Yeah, I think this is where I lost my actual parlay because I bet on this fight for 1.5 knockdowns, and the referee kind of stopped the fight as Strong was getting ready to go down on the ropes. So I was just like, damn it, But but it was an entertaining fight for what it was though. But he beat the shit out of Strong, so that was that. But at least Ramos at least understood the assignment on that one. He's like, I gotta get rid of this guy.
What round was it, bro?
He put him out in 7.
Oh, okay. Ramos seemed like he's coming back serious.
And shouts out to Guido Schramm. I liked what I saw out of him. He's a decent fighter. I mean, I like to see him back in,
Yeah.
Guido Bellinelli. Wait, who?
No. The Guido Schramm. I think his name was Guido Schramm.
Guido Schramm.
But he was the one that Vlad Hernandez bodied bad, right? Or is that?
He's the one. Yeah. Dude is game. That's what made.
He came to fight. Yeah, he came to fight.
Oh, so Ramos bodied him.
Yeah.
Oh,
on some against the Romans, bing, ref stopping type shit.
Yeah, that's why I was pissed about, because I was like, let him at least go down. So
it was pretty bad. I mean, it was a little premature, but it was pretty. It was not that bad. Man.
Ref got tired of that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't that premature. Like, dude, because dude was getting rocked, so that's why they had to kind of let save him. So, but I just want him to at least go down like once, and at least the referee let him get up and try to fight, because I wanted to hit that parlay, but it's all good though. But and then we got Fundora and Booker, and pretty much it kind of, like I said, there was the silver lining with a Booker, where maybe that Fundora's punch resistance would have taken a hit. If it did, Booker certainly didn't do too much extra to try to test it. Shit. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Though.
Yeah, basically he let Fundora make an adjustment on him, and once Fundora made the adjustment, just pretty much started beating the shit out of him. That's pretty much what happened.
I mean, Booker landed. He landed a couple, one or two decent overhands, but it just, he had nothing for him.
Yeah, he had nothing for him. I was just like, and that's what made this such a poor choice, because that's why it's like 154 is a division that's just too many live fighters there for him to just kind of be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just fight just fight anyone ever. And then you find someone like that who got bodied by ammo and won. Go
ahead, go on, Ben.
Yeah, it was. And Booker's a Connecticut nigga too. It's like, I'm supposed to support him, but I knew this just wasn't it. But yeah, I was hoping it would be competitive, but yeah, once Fundora kind of got his timing down and everything like that, he basically just beat the shit out of him. Like it was no contest. Like it was just like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. So Fundora, but now of course, Fundora won, and that was the type of win you kind of need to get your, to get some momentum back, because now WBO is like, okay, look here, like, we let you get this fight in, but you gotta fight your Mando now, and you can't take any more fights in between. You gotta fight Xander Zayas next. And that's the fight. That's the fight for you. So, I'm looking forward to that fight more than anything. So it's just like, okay, that's the fight you're gonna do. That's what the fight you're gonna do. But yeah, hopefully that Fundora will not take any more bullshit ass fights like Booker again.
I feel like that's more Samson Lekowicz or whatever his last name is. I feel like that he be doing some bullshit like that.
But first of all, this was mad ring rust for fucking like Fundora, yo. All the tough fights, like he deserved the one gimme, dog. Like, come on.
Yeah, I feel like he might drop the WBO belt, because him versus Zayas is a good fight, but I mean he
and at 154, can you really get a gimme?
What do you mean? I'm talking, well, because Zayas was in the ring and everything after the fight, but I'm saying,
word, okay.
WBO's pushing for it. I don't know if Zayas is ready yet. He hasn't really been.
He's ready, goddamn it.
He's ready.
Right, damn, pilot.
I feel like it'd be a really good fight, though. I feel like the activity and everything, their hands would be flipped. A lot of punches will be thrown.
He wants it, so you know what? It's time to shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, because he's the only nigga at 154 who ain't really put sword to purpose against no top ops.
Yeah, he hasn't yet.
Yeah. So it's either because if he gets up the belt, then it's Zayas and Charles Conwell for the belt. Which I wouldn't be mad at either, to be honest. Like,
yeah. I might actually want the Conwell fight even more, really.
Yeah, like I would fuck with that fight too. Like, if Fedor said give it up, I wouldn't even be mad at him. Like, oh, okay, keep your other belt. We'll see Zayas and Conwell. I would love to see that fight, but either way, I'm cool with both fights though. But the Fundora Booker fight, it felt like a waste of time. But I get what LB is saying. Like, dude needed a softer, because dude had been getting hit a lot in his last couple fights, 3 or 4 fights. So you got
like, I don't mind this, bro. Like, you know how I am with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, but one thing I wanted to ask, and I asked PJ, all y'all niggas got a P in your fucking name. I asked King P in the chat, and I guess I'm gonna ask y'all niggas too since y'all seen it. He would have beat the shit out of Spence, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spence. Yeah, Spence. Unless Spence landed like a lucky body shot or something like that. Yeah, there was no way that Spence would have taken that type of pressure from Fundora at all.
So Fundora was looking decent for the most part, then. Like,
yeah, he looked good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Booker just wasn't just trash. Or he was a little bit of
Booker just isn't the guy that's on that level. You know, and we're not saying. People were trying to say Fundora wasn't looking good. I thought he looked good, but he's not on Booker's. Booker's not on his level, and that's just
Booker. It looked like he didn't belong there.
Oh, okay, damn. So okay, that's how you supposed to look. That's how you supposed to make niggas look.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Rob D? What it do? Salute, man. Yeah, R.I.P. George Foreman, bro. Yeah, we discussed his illustrious career earlier, and check it out. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll say so. That PBC card, that shit went by quick. Like I think that shit was done by what 10?
Damn.
That shit was a little past 10 for sure.
Yeah, well, a little 10 for us. I mean, for you, it's probably like 7. Pilot.
And there was I was watching. There was I don't know. We'll talk about it a little bit, but there was a whole bunch of cards on. So, but it was good. The pacing was really good. Those free PBC joints, they're entertaining for what it was. You know what I'm saying? The free joint.
It just went by quick. I was like, God damn! It's like this shit. It's like it's not even 10 o'clock yet. But it was, it was a, like I said, it went by quick. So yeah, the timing and the pacing was good. There was no extra bullshit. So, I guess that's a win in itself, though. But yeah, no. Overall, the free card was entertaining for what it was. Just the robbery was just horrible. And hopefully that Gashal. I'll allow Gashal to be on my TV one more time. Because now for redemption, because something.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, man, nah, like nah. That's like Daniel Dubois getting robbed right now on his streak. It's like whoa, like no, like you can't make boxing great again if this is happening. Like chill.
Facts. And then also just because I know probably definitely watch this. Shout out for Pro Box too. Pro Box put a really interesting, really fun card. Vladimir Hernandez caused another upset again. Hard decision win.
It had to be because if it would have been a hard KO, I know you would have sent me the link.
Yeah, I would have sent you the link. I mean, he got knocked out.
He got another one.
He got dropped. He got dropped early in the fight.
He got dropped early in the fight too. So yeah, he came back.
Damn.
And he came back. He came back roaring. So yeah, that was a really good fight. And then the main event with Joshawn James and Lester Martinez, who's been training with Crawford. Yeah, that was a nice little fight too.
That first round, Joshawn hand speed. I was like, okay, this nigga's hand speed looking good. Then I know King P watched it too. Then second round, I don't know how a dude got up from that first knockdown.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know either because dude took a temple shot and the way dude fell out, I thought he was out of there. He was out like a light. And he got up twice from shots that I didn't think he should have.
Yeah, he got up twice from them shits. I don't know how.
Yeah, the Pro Box has definitely come up. Like I really want Pro Box to be a really super serious player.
But I will say though, there were some fights early on that were some bullshit. But that's just that just happens in the nature of boxing with the
Yeah, that happens though. But the main
I don't know if you watched the chick fight. I heard the chick fight was bad. I heard the girl that won the title basically got a gift, but I missed that one. But
I thought it was a good fight. For what it was.
Okay. It was competitive and everything. Okay,
it was competitive. Yeah. But
they had a couple of stoppages. They had a couple, but it's necessary, I guess. Unfortunately, for some of that shit.
Yeah, the Pro Box continues to do the thing. Like I like to graduate from doing Wednesday cards to doing Saturday cards now. Like they're doing the thing now. Like I definitely enjoyed. After watching PBC, watching those fights on Pro Box. Yeah, Pro Box is doing it. Like I want them to succeed. Like I really want them to get more and more like attention and more funding.
And all you boxing niggas, look, I'm talking about investor niggas. Sometimes if you're a fan of something and you want to be a part of it, you don't always have to go and just create your fucking own. You know, you could go and research and see that. Look, okay, there's a company like ProBox who's really holding it down and really doing some good things with just a regular budget. This is that. Invest in shit like that, yo. Like damn, not everybody has to be a leader all the time.
Facts.
Sometimes you can just be a great follower and make the biggest difference in the world.
Super facts.
And you still being a leader if you investing because you putting money in. I'm sure you might get something out of it. So
I think I'll rock with Gary Jonas over Turkey Al Sheikh.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like niggas, like imagine a nigga said, yo, you know what, fuck it. Instead of taking $1 billion to fucking start an empire, let me add $1 billion to ProBox and see what these niggas could do because they doing a lot with the fucking little.
They spawned off 2 champs. I mean, Angelo Leo and Lamont Roach made a name for himself, especially now. You know,
Metacalf, the shorty.
Oh, sure.
Won a title Metcalf, on that motherfucker.
Metcalf. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Metcalf. Yeah. So it's like, bro, like y'all cultivating this shit, man. Just like, and shout out to ProBox. They're doing the right thing. I'm just talking about all the other niggas who be like, oh shit, hold on, man. Let me, you know. I got 100 mil. Let me just do this. Like, no, nigga, chill. Like,
you can tell they run with PBC. You know, PBC's using them for a farming system. You know, top rank too. But you know, like, I love the model of what they're doing. You know, in the grand scheme of things. You know, they're keeping American boxing interesting. It's American. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it helps grow the sport, and it functions good as a farming. Like, I don't mind that. Because Showbox used to do the same thing. Friday Night Fights used to do the same thing. And where are those at? We don't have that no more.
Right. And Showbox.
So this is what we mean by when niggas say, hey, man, you know, you got to fill in that void. Somebody needs to step up. When we say somebody needs to step up, this is what we meant. This is what I call stepping up. They filled that void and done a great job at doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely shout out to ProBox for that. You know, so yeah, if you haven't seen the card, it's on it's on the YouTube. And what Pilot mentioned to me, it's actually on Prime too. Because like, I mean, I pay for the app and I pay for the service and stuff because I want to give money to them. But now they're running the streams on Amazon Prime now. It's not just YouTube that they're doing it on. You know, on the YouTube channels.
Yeah, that surprised me. That's why I asked, how long has that been the case? You know.
Yeah,
no, wait. It's ran on Amazon and YouTube at the same time.
It's always on YouTube, but I just noticed because I was trying to check on.
No, I didn't know it was on Amazon. It's always in you. Like you see me post the link sometime.
Like, on my phone, I went to sports and literally I scrolled down to see what time PBC started, and I saw right next to it.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What the fuck?" Man?
Oh wow! See, that makes a world of difference too.
Yeah, because it was on Fubo. It was playing on the Fubo stream. If you have the app or whatever, so that's why I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know." Because I mean. Yeah, because I was like, I'm probably to see when PBC was gonna come out because I wanted to put a reminder on. I'm like, oh, okay, there it is. All right, and it was just right there when after Pilot said it. So yeah, support ProBox. Like y'all need to support it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then this coming weekend we do have two rematches. By the way, you know, to preview like
yeah.
And
hey, yo. Get King P opinion on these shits first, because I know he might tap out, and I want to hear what he got to say on this shit.
No, respectfully, absolutely.
About what?
If you don't mind
the Mayor Ryan fight.
Yeah, the Mayor.
Either Ryan, one, nigga. Actually, Mayor Ryan first. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was gonna do that for. I was gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Man.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I see it being similar to the first fight. I just think Mayor will win more convincingly this time.
And I can see
interesting.
Because one of the things too, because in the first one they were both throwing some hands, like really throwing some hands, like
they were. Dude, when hoes hate each other and they could fight, I'm telling you, you're gonna get a good ass fucking fight.
No, that was a fire. That was actually if it had that big fight feel, right? I know because of the paint gate maybe, but it felt like it had that big fight feel.
It was a big fight. Like the shit talking, the coach drama, the paint shit was like the icing on the cake, really. Like that was a true, honestly, that's how a fight of the year needs to feel. The build up, fuckery, all of that shit.
And that shit happened at like 1:00 in the fucking morning. So I remember that shit was
them niggas with the goddamn midnight specials for mayor fights.
Yeah. But that fight woke niggas up though, because that shit was
the only nigga who fight later than her is me, nigga.
But I got the odds on this fight. So the money line is they're both even at -110. Mayor KO is plus 1,200. She hasn't KO'd anyone in quite a while. A Mayor decision is plus 115. A draw is plus 1,200. Ryan KO or DQ is plus 800. And a Ryan decision is plus 130. So yeah, betting on the KO. It's not capable of happening, but like I said, because the way they throw hands, you would think that they'd be able to, one would be able to stop each other, but
they both tough, man.
Yeah, they're tough as nails. So
I just think Mayer will have Ryan's punch patterns down now. Like they fought for fucking 10 rounds, so I think he, the familiarity now. I just think, like I said, it's going to be a good fight, just like the first one. I just think Mayer going to win a little more convincingly.
Yeah, no, and I have my money on a Mayer decision too. Like I would put money on Mayer at 115 because I would never use a round prop or anything like that for this one because it's just yeah. If the fight goes under 8.5 rounds, it's a plus 550. But like I said, it's one of those things. You have to maybe a technical decision type of deal. See if we might hit that. But yeah, no, it should be an entertaining fight. Pilot, who do you think will win before we?
I'm probably gonna. I like Sandy. Sandy's real cool. But yeah, I think Michaela Mayer will win and make it a little more clear this go around. Yeah.
Rome, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, Pilot.
Good, you good.
Yeah. Rome, what about you?
Yeah, I got Mayer by decision. Easy decision.
Easy decision. Well, if it's easy, I'll be surprised because, like I said, even then, Mayer, Ryan was still putting hands on her. So, yeah, like I said, there's money in the decision, so I don't even blame you for that one. But
if you had to really put your money where your mouth is, you know what I'm saying? Would it just be on decision? It'll just be on decision, right?
It'll just be on decision. Yeah.
Hold on, what's Mayer by decision again?
That's what I was thinking. No, I wouldn't say anybody by decision. I would just say the fight to go to distance. But that's probably the best bet.
Oh, the fight. If the fight goes to distance, it's let's see. Regardless of the winner, it's minus 1,100. You're not gonna win shit with that.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, they know because it's a woman's fight.
Hell no! Never mind.
Yeah.
That's a waste of time.
Hold on, who got the better odds for the decision?
Ryan does.
And what's that?
Plus 130.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mayer's was 115.
Damn. I can't wait to the weigh-in.
Yeah, they gotta talk some shit, and I'm pretty sure the podcast has security to make sure there's no random nigga that's doing a drive-by painting on Sandy Ryan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make sure that shit is we're gonna make sure that not gonna ain't gonna be no none of that bullshit. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this fight too. But I'm making sure.
Hold on, nigga, my prediction, nigga. Sure.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. All right.
Honestly, I think Ryan going. I know, right? Like, just I say, I want to hear what King P say, and then niggas forget about me.
The niggas like moving on. We're going on to the next fight. Hell no.
Honestly, even though I'm a Mayer fan, I think they're gonna give it to Ryan this time.
You think they're gonna really kind of rob her like that? I
don't know if it's gonna be a robbery. I know it's gonna be close. I think Ryan might make an adjustment, and I feel like she might do enough to sway the judges to beat Mayer to get a decision over Mayer. I feel like Mayer lands the heavier punches, but Ryan has the better sporadic work rate. Like she runs off the combinations, the punches are showy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Mayer kept rocking her every time she landed clean, and that's what was fucking her up. If she don't allow herself to get hit with the big shots anymore, I feel like she could activity weight beat her by activity, just being more active most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, as long as she doesn't take a step back, like she was like shit, because she was getting noticeably rocked by Mayer. Mayer,
yeah, and the stepping back, and whenever she came forward, and she was dictating shit and letting it go, it just Mayer just kind of fought through it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna have to make an adjustment or something where she either turns Mayer or something.
Yeah, she bit down on her gum shield, and they both bit down on their gum shields, but Ryan.
But she can't outfight Mayer with that same approach. That's all I'm getting at. Like I think they'll give it to her, but because I can see them niggas trying to make this a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the next fucking Serrano Taylor type of fight.
Yeah, because I think,
but it's done the right way, where the niggas who really won wins.
Facts.
That's the difference. So I feel like they might do that, but I'm getting Ryan by decision.
All right, so I mean, so everyone is Mayer decision, but you. So I mean, like you can
Wasn't it like that last time, and I was Mayer, and all y'all niggas was Ryan?
I don't even remember who I actually picked, to be honest.
Cause I'll fucking pick Mayer, bro.
Yeah. Well, to me, Michaela Mayer she's like the Derevchenko fucking, Akhmadov, just a draw fighter usually. That she always in a close ass. She's always in a close ass fight. So we'll see. Hopefully, hope she wins.
I mean, she wins them too, though. Like
she wins them.
I still feel like she got robbed against Baumgartner.
She got robbed against Jonas to me, but yeah.
Yeah, she throws.
That fight was a draw. Like, was that really a? Get the fuck out of here! But you thought Baumgartner beat her though, with an even more sporadic performance than Jonas. That's why I be getting on y'all niggas, because y'all fucking fight preferences, scoring preferences change, but fight for fight.
I mean, the only thing about Baumgartner and Mayer was, the build-up, the fight didn't live up to the build-up. The build-up was like gold, but the fight was just like they fought like they basically fought with their actual skills rather than their without their fighting. Like,
the build-up was all the cannabis freestyles and clue tapes and shit, but the fight was the fucking album.
Perfect analogy. Yeah. But at least Mayer kind of, she got some ground back, whereas Baumgartner, we'll see how she goes being signed to Jake and all. See how her career kind of rebounds.
Yeah, because if she gets on Netflix, it's over. She's going to be a superstar. And you know who is going to be hating light skins again.
But then we have the co-main and someone who shouldn't even be a co-main for that matter. This is pure Winky Wright School of Business type shit. We have the current WBO.
Drum roll.
Make welterweight great again. Come on.
We have the current WBO welterweight champion Brian Norman Jr.,
who's the son of somebody who actually main evented their own fight.
Yo,
bro, how your old ass dad is getting on main events and you fighting the co-main to women, and I mean women by the utmost respect.
Yeah, no, but
I gotta sound misogynistic just to make the point. I mean,
that's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, if you know the story, Norman. There was a fight that that was being discussed between him and Boots, and
once upon a time,
and it would have been. Pretty much everything. It made sense. The Zone would have given them a main event. They would have fought probably in Philly or something like that. It had a lot of interest in there, and two black fighters, two welterweight champions. but Norman's camp was like, oh yeah, that's not enough money or whatever, and I think he was gonna get like 1.6 or some shit like that, something like that. It was like, well, if you break down 1.6, it's really like 200,000, which the math wasn't mathing on that one. That didn't make no damn sense because you don't lose that much money from 1 point for net pay for 1.6.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was like 1.7. It was almost 2 mil. Nigga was like 1.7, 1.6.
Yeah,
bro. What are your percentages if you just walk away with fucking 800,000?
Yeah, some of that shit didn't make sense. So,
and even then, who the fuck else paying him that much money?
Exactly. So it's either like, so we were talking. So we all say like it's either dude has to make a lateral move or a better move. So Boots got Stanionis, which is now one of the best fights of the year you can make, and so he's good. He's clear.
Now he's great.
That's the best fight I'm looking. I mean, that's the biggest fight I'm looking forward to announce. Really.
Yeah. And Norman is now, instead of fighting someone else, is facing his WBO mandatory, which the WBO was more than willing to him not to fight him, fight anyone other than his Mando. But now he's like, okay, look, I gotta fight him now, and he's fighting on a co-main where he pretty much gave up a main event spot. So yeah, it's just a whole lot of wasted moment, especially when Norman wasted, because I think probably you're the one who kind of picked him to beat Santiago, right?
I picked him to win. Yeah, I mean he had the best win in welterweight right now, arguably. Yeah,
that's that CM fight. That's so because, like I said, because I've been in the house for 2 Brian Norman fights, and neither fight he failed to impress me. And the last fight I saw him in, he almost got KO'd, and it ended up in a no contest because of a clash of heads. And
he finally had his moment. He finally had his. It all came together at the perfect time.
Yeah, it came together because you always heard the sparring stories of dude actually putting in work in the gym.
Yeah, he supposed to beat Boots Ennis and Tank up and everything like that.
Yeah. So now
I call cap. If he would have beat up Boots in sparring, he would have took that guy.
No, I'm sorry, Bud. It was Crawford. My bad. It was Crawford.
I call cap on that too, Bud. Nigga, what the fuck?
I mean, bro. I mean, we've heard of fighters that are better sparring partners than actual pros. We
nigga, if I'm whooping Terrence Crawford in sparring, I ain't turning down no fucking fight.
Also facts.
Yeah.
But back in the day when if you used to whoop top level niggas, you was taking fights for that after that shit.
I mean,
I get both sides of the coin for the situation.
Goddamn, even Mo Harris fought Chris Bird. Like, what the fuck?
I get it too, but yeah, this is where now Norman has to win this fight. Like, dude has to, because if he loses to Cuevas, and I've seen some video of Cuevas, and Cuevas can punch. He can.
Wait, Pat, is this the unknown fucking South American puncher?
Puerto Rican. I think
he's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Okay, close enough. Fuck it.
We'll see if he got that Puerto Rican or not. We'll see though.
Does he got a decent left hook? He's Puerto Rican.
He has decent power. He has a decent array of punches.
He's 27-1-1 with 19 KOs.
Yeah,
that might be enough to do the job.
That could be. That's like borderline. It could be enough.
I mean, the odds are right now. So the money line for Norman, he's a -550 favorite. Cuevas is +360.
Norman, they know he's dangerous with those odds. They know.
Yeah, Norman by decision is +160. Norman by KO is +105. A draw is +1500. Cuevas points of decision is +800, and a Cuevas KO is +600. So,
yeah, they know it's possible because, because if it was crazy, they would have gave that nigga the Tiara Brown odds.
Facts.
Because that's somebody, you can tell somebody didn't do their research on that fight.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to make that mistake again. Like, they asked a boxing homeboy or somebody in the back office, like, yo, what about this nigga? They was like, nah, wait, hold on. Like, yeah, it's possible. He could, He sounded like Pilot was. 19 KOs, 27 fights. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. He has a good variety of punches.
Norman didn't have, we all have to be impressed with that performance against Centillion, even though it's Centillion. But
And that was a good performance.
But he's looked vulnerable, of course. You know, Pat, like I mentioned, Pat seen him struggle bad. I don't know if you were there when he got dropped bad. Were you
that was the fight. That's the last fight I was there. Like when he got dropped. Yeah, I was there.
That fight was heating up too. That fight was heating up. I mean, and then obviously he kind of got his way out.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because he only had one more round to go before he would have gone to the cards, and he would have lost with the knockdown.
Oh, damn! He get bailed out.
Yeah, he knew what he could have continued, but he chose not to because he knew that all he had to do had to fight hard for one more round if he wanted to stop it because of the cut. He would have lost.
That guy got that. Yeah, shout out Boca Chica. He was on Pro Box before. He needs to be in the
Boca Chica got a raw deal though. So, but yeah, Brian though, this is a moment of truth. He's gonna have to show out because he has to. He can't stick it up because he can't be. Because you can't be fighting this level of fighter and then losing.
You can't be thinking. I mean, I literally people on my chat say, "Oh yeah, Karen could beat this guy," or you got to separate yourself as a champ. You're a champion. You actually won your belt technically more than anybody else in the division. You need to, stamp yourself. He's still young, so I'm hoping for him. He's a young nigga, so you know what I'm saying. He's like 23, 24. So it's like,
he's young. Yeah, I mean, he's still one of the youngest champions in the sport. But this is like one of those things. It's like. You don't want to see, I told you so moment, but he has to make sure that really does happen because
if he loses, especially because I've seen the interviews, he's mature. I mean, his dad's the mouthpiece. Pause. He's pretty mature, but if he loses, he'll get memed up.
He's gonna get roasted because everyone knows you gave up 1.6, 1.7 million to fight to boost in the unification. To lose to your Mando, who's not.
Yo, I ain't even one of those niggas who be sharing memes for boxers. I don't never do that shit.
Yeah,
but I would break that rule for that nigga. You be like, damn, son, I'm sharing a fucking meme. Wow.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like I said, but either way, it should be an entertaining fight. Regardless of Brian Norman's decision making and whatnot. And then of course you have Tiger Johnson, Emiliano Vargas, and Shushu on the prelims on there doing what Well, no, Shushu's not on the prelims. Excuse me, he's actually on the main. He's the opener on the main card. So
they started listening to us.
What's that?
They started listening to us.
I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying they started listening to us.
Yeah. Because you gotta build Shushu because if you want him, you gotta build him up for the featherweight title shot. So you gotta put him on the main card and hope he shows out.
I was looking at the guys' losses who Shushu's Vivas. He's literally three guys he should have fought by now: Joette, Baez, and Villa. Like it's three guys that clearly Carrington should have already fought one of these guys by now. So it's just kind of crazy how that works. Yeah,
Shushu. I get it. He did have that scare a couple fights ago or whatever. So I know it's in people's, it's still in people's minds or whatever.
But Joette just won his last fight, ain't it? Like,
yeah,
that fight can still happen.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, Joette was doing this tough racist thing, so we gave him backhand. We gave him backhanded props for that.
He's 27 more. He's been 27 for a while, so he's probably 28 soon. It's like you gotta fight at least a contender, or you gotta fight somebody that challenged for a belt once. I don't know. He lost a lot.
They gotta treat him like that, nigga. I ain't gonna be fighting all these goddamn contenders and tough elite guys.
Remember he was on Jake Paul,
and I'm on the fucking damn jobber part of the card.
No, but usually he's on the card these days. Remember he was at the Jake Paul Tyson fight. He was literally on the YouTube portion. Like, what's the fucking point? You know what I'm saying? Really?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, I'm not gonna be fighting these hard fights, and I'm on the damn the bullshit part of the card. Put me on the main goddamn card. You want me to fight these better opponents? The fuck I'm doing fighting niggas who? Oh yeah, he's 17 and 1 and 12 knockouts. Or he's 22 with 19 knockouts, 3 losses. Like, no, I ain't fighting these niggas on a fucking damn. At 6 o'clock?
Facts.
I ain't rushing to see that shit. Put that motherfucker on the main card. There's one thing Top Rank been fucking up a lot of times when it comes to some of these young black fighters. Y'all put some of these other niggas on the main card a lot sooner than y'all do these black guys who be buzzing all over the place.
Yeah, like I mean,
you got momentum.
I mean, at least I know Abdullah Mason. At least his next fight will be on the main card, and rightfully so because it's time
about
for him.
Fucking time.
Yeah, and Shushu now it's like, yeah, if you want this dude to fight whoever for the featherweight title, then yeah, you gotta make sure he gets seen. So
yeah, you can't be talking about potential monster fights and this nigga ain't even a co-main or an opener and shit like
right
consistently.
Absolutely, yo.
You think the motherfuckers are talking about Joe Messi and Klitschko and Joe Messi is just fucking fighting on undercards?
Facts.
No, Joe Messi was selling out fucking Buffalo Stadium main eventing on that motherfucker and shit.
And KO
fighting
and
top contenders.
And KO and dudes, much to my disgust, because I was not.
Yes,
I wasn't
like KO and dudes.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
so that's how you build people. Shit, not this shit y'all be doing sometimes.
Yeah,
that's why these niggas, when Turkey wave a bag, these niggas say fuck it. Like y'all not really showcasing me that much anyway.
Right.
Now Jared Anderson, that was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about for future niggas, like. You know, y'all can fix that.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it should be a good entertaining card or what you know. I mean, because I think they've cut down even on the prelim fights too, so there's only like 3. So it's like
they got Tiger and they got Tiger a tough one. Tiger's kind of spoiled on the vine. Tiger Delonte Johnson, yeah, he might be getting cut soon.
Yeah, all these fucking fights and these fucking preliminary, man.
Yeah, but that's the wild thing too. These are all prelim fights. Like he hasn't fought. I mean, he might not pan out like soon. Like I mean, if he catches pretty much if he catches a loss, and he's pretty much going to be gone.
Dude, but see, this is the thing, man. Like sometimes you got to get these pause. You got to get these fighters a taste.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna match them up tough like that, you know it's a solid fight. Put them on the opener or the main card. Let them get some of the limelight. Let them get some of the damn patrons that get there and see their fight.
Mm-hmm.
When the lights, when the cameras come on, when the people on the app, I mean, let them get that. And you don't let them get a taste of that, man, and you giving them hard fight after hard, pink slip fight after pink slip fight, yeah, they're going to stagnate.
Yeah, it's very true. And someone else who's probably starting to stagnate a little too, and it's the other rematch for this weekend. We got William Zepeda and Tevin Farmer. Now this fight shouldn't even be a rematch, to be honest. Like it shouldn't, like, because Tevin Farmer won that shit clear, and this is Zepeda. Now we've given Zepeda a lot of props because he's beaten a lot of different styles of different types of lightweights, and he is due for a title shot. In fact, he's
beating him impressively. Not just he's just beating them. Like this isn't like an Arnold Barbosa Jr. situation where a guy just keeps winning and it's like, yeah. But he's good.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's just winning and like, oh shit, he beat the shit out of these niggas. Like, hold on, wait. He stopped him? What the fuck? Like you see what he did to dude? Like that's what Zepeda was doing.
Yeah, and he was ranked number 1 in all the section and bodies. Like it was only a matter of time before he would get a shot, and it just somehow it never happened for whatever fucking reason. So I mean, he was supposed to go after Shakur. He was supposed to go after somebody, but instead, he gets to fight with Tevin Farmer.
It was a Shakur fight, bro.
Yeah, he goes after Tevin Farmer, and Tevin Farmer probably puts on his best performance in years, and even drops him. Yeah. I'm like, and drops him too. And it's just like,
drops him hard.
And the funny thing too, Zepeda has power, but it seemed like Farmer looked more shaken up against Jojo Diaz than him, which was weird. Like Jojo Diaz had him in all sorts of issues and trouble and shit like that. But for Zepeda, he took them shots. Like he didn't take a step back. None of that shit. The shit that we said that Ryan needs to do with Mayer, like he did that. Yeah. And then and then they low key robbed him too. Like that was one of the worst things for me to see. That dude walk back with his head down, but his woman was make sure to keep his head up. Like she was holding him down, and it was just like, yo, Tevin really deserved that. And this is Tevin that already got jobbed a little bit in the Murataya fight. Like he should have won that one too. So it's just like you can't losing all these close fights. So I'm just glad at least they're running this back. Now,
Yeah.
LB, I'm gonna ask you first. Like, do you see the fight going? I mean, do you see this fight going the same way? Do you see maybe Zepeda might actually make a decision? Might actually put foot to ass and be like, okay, look, ain't no boxing with this dude. Let me just try to really get him up out of there.
Now, and he's gonna fight him accordingly. He's gonna change. Like I struggle to see. I mean, and you know, I'm not the biggest Kevin Farmer fan, but I do recognize a good performance when I see one.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. It's not going to be the same fight. It's going to be a totally different fight. It's not going to be the same one we already seen.
And now, but for Rome, now who do you think will probably get the rematch? Who will win this rematch?
Yeah, both y'all niggas coming on like sounding like y'all underwater and shit.
Me? No, I have a clear mic, bro.
Yo, you're still breaking up. I can't hear you.
What do you mean you can't hear me?
Okay, I can hear you good now.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But Rome. So who do you think will win this rematch then?
I got Zepeda.
See, I want to see. I might. I want.
I picked
You
him
really
the first
think Zepeda gonna look bad twice?
I picked him the first time, and I remember that shit killed my parlay. And I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking way this shit just happened. and you know, lightning don't strike twice in the same spot. So nigga, I'm not just gonna go with the other nigga because he won randomly. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
The fight ended up being a Zepeda win, right?
Yeah, it was.
Zepeda. My bad.
It was a fight that shouldn't have been a fight. I wouldn't say the fight either, but it was really.
It could have been a draw.
I mean,
I don't think Kevin Farmer watched him or anything. Like it was competitive.
It's because Farmer feather fisted ass somehow dropped. I'm not saying somehow it happens, but he dropped. Dropped.
Yeah, he did drop it. Hurt him hard. Like I could see Kevin Farmer like should have won that. Like yeah. But the fight was competitive enough and close enough where I feel like if Zepeda puts more effort, changes, better strategy, just make an adjustment, he could win. You know what I'm saying? Like Tevin Farmer, I did feel like beat him, but it was more like a 7 rounds to 5 type of joint, add a knockdown. You know what I mean? Type of fight.
Well, it was a 10-rounder.
You know what I'm talking about, man?
Yeah.
Like fucking like 6-4 with a knockdown.
Yeah.
That was a short, quick fight, 10 rounds. Yeah, I don't think that was 12.
Well, the rematch is going to be 12. Thank goodness for that.
Oh, so
wait, sorry.
Yeah, I'm predicting the rematch.
You bleeped out for a sec. You said the rematch is what? 10 rounds or 12 rounds this time?
The rematch is going to be 12.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, though. Yeah, no, I'm looking for this fight. I mean, my heart is thinking that Zepeda will make the adjustment and he will actually, and he will probably get Farmer up out of there. But I have a feeling now Tevin's gonna fight with a chip on his shoulder. Like that's my gut feeling.
He dig deep twice. Wasn't there somebody who won the first fight or got robbed the first fight, but then he clearly lost the rematch? I feel like we had one of those recently.
Oh, recent? Because I was saying, I thought you were about to go pull out the whole Tony and Peter example again.
Nah, we had one recently. Like there's some recent rematches where that happened. Like,
I talk about Robeisy Ramirez, that one.
Oh, with Ramirez.
Yeah.
I mean Espinoza.
Oh, Espinoza. Excuse me, not yeah. Espinoza Ramirez. Like the first one was, that was the fight of the year, and then The second one, basically was like, okay, look, I can't do this shit no more. He broke my orbital. I quit.
He basically had a no-moss and might retire. Or it's like close.
Don't talk about a fight where the guy he should have won the first fight, but he lost it. But then he loses the second fight.
No, hold up. By should have won, you mean like he got robbed or something, or what?
He got robbed the first fight. I know we're missing one. It's recent too.
I know. I'm thinking of when I can't. Oh, fucking.
Like even Castaño, Jamel Charlo. I feel like Castaño won the first fight.
I mean, Bivol better be. I don't know if you get that in there.
Nah, I feel like Bivol won the rematch.
Yeah, fair, okay.
But I feel like you could say Castaño, Jamel Charlo's won. I feel like Castaño won the first fight, but the second fight he loses and he gets obliterated.
It was pretty competitive. But yeah, he did get bodied in the end.
Yeah, it still was. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
sure. But even though Castaño Charlo, you could argue that a draw like that, and but I know there's a robbery, because I don't consider Mel Castaño a robbery like that. They scored at a draw.
The Harrison Charlo, how about Harrison Charlo?
Serrano Taylor.
Oh, fucking this nigga called it
Serrano Taylor.
Nah, but Serrano still ain't win a fight. Harrison Charlo's the one. A nigga got robbed. No, that isn't.
No, that's not one. Harrison.
That's not one. Yeah, because fucking Harrison still he gets his ass whooped the next fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'll come out later, man.
Yeah, because
we'll get it later.
Yeah, it'll probably be later.
Wilder got robbed. He didn't draw the first one, and then he lost the second one. That nigga won that first one.
No, he didn't. That's not.
Yes, he did. 2 knockdowns at the end, nigga. Come on, get him out of here.
No, that's not.
Still get beat up the same round. Get outboxed all the other rounds.
That first fight is crazy because imagine how much different the boxing world would be if Wilder never lost that first fight. It would all be different. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait. Are you talking about?
If he never drew against Fury, if he never had a draw against Fury, I feel like everybody would look at him way differently. Like the whole boxing outlook would be different.
The draw helped him. Shit.
Well, LB, you talk about Fulton Figueroa. That's the example.
There you go. Thank you, my nigga.
Yeah, that's the example.
I knew it was right there. Like it's recent.
Yeah.
Figueroa got robbed the first fucking fight and lost the second fight bad.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
There we go.
And that low key, that's what I think that's gonna happen here. Farmer won the first fight, and he gonna lose the second fight, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So Zepeda ain't gonna fuck up again.
Let's take a look at them odds real quick. Let me see. So we got, let's see. Here we go. Zepeda, Farmer. So the money line. Okay, well, FanDuel only has the money line. I'm gonna check DraftKings, but the money line for FanDuel, they have Tevin Farmer as the plus 420 underdog, Zepeda as minus 650 favorite. Let me go to DraftKings real quick. See what we got. Let me see what we got.
Oh, they don't have no decisions or none of that.
Well, I mean that's a FanDuel. They might add it later. Let me see if DraftKings has it up.
Word.
All right. And they don't have that up yet either. Here, it's the same thing. Huh. Well, I guess they'll probably show it later this week. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I mean, either way, Farmer's performance was enough that if you want to go put a little something as a money line, it'll be all good. You know what I mean? You could do that. But yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking at like when's Zepeda gonna get the damn decision odds.
Yeah. I thought
this is tricky because Zepeda stops guys that you don't think he would stop.
Mm-hmm.
But he also could beat the shit out of you too, and just kind of like, if you don't know how to box him or press him or you can't take his power, he'll kind of handcuff you too with his offense.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that in spots with Farmer, but Farmer just always just had the more impactful punches, and he knew how to just kind of outmaneuver dude.
Yeah, and the fun things too is like, and Farmer, considering that Farmer actually got shot in his lead hand too, so it's like, you know, he doesn't even. It's very rare you see him kind of punch like that, like he did against Zepeda. I mean, so it's just like, yeah, dude's gonna be out for blood. Like, I mean, I honestly, if dude airs out Zepeda early, it wouldn't surprise me all that much. Because
what if the opposite happened?
What, Zepeda gets rid of Farmer early?
Yeah,
I'd expect it. Like, really, like he's a power puncher. He's supposed to do that.
he's like, you're supposed to do it the first time too, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
So damn, you wouldn't even give Zepeda credit then if he was to win.
I mean, I wanted to give him credit for the win, but I didn't expect him to go life and death with Tevin Farmer of all people.
Yeah.
So the road to redemption, because like I said, we all want to. I wanted Zepeda to go fight for a title. Like, I mean, the Shakur fight is probably still on the table or whatever. I want him to do that for a minute, but
he just got to keep winning.
He's got to win. Yeah, exactly.
I felt like this was a whole. Let me get like a. This is like when Floyd was like fighting Sean Bay Mitchell before he fought Zab.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me test out the southpaw style against somebody who's explosive, can box, yada yada yada. Let me see that look on the world level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like that's what he was doing with Tevin Farmer, like before he fought Shakur Stevenson, and the plan like went wrong.
Yeah.
And Farmer was better than he anticipated and what he thought he was. So now it's like, fuck it. Let's right this wrong. Like, because, you know, if we don't right this wrong, we can't, you know, really pursue a Shakur Stevenson fight.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't right this wrong, we'll look like food to everybody else. Like, so they're doing the right thing, but he has to just win impressively.
Exactly. Like, no wars, no life and deaths. Like, if you're gonna win by decision, it's gotta be like 120-107 type of deal or something like that.
Yeah. And if it's a war, a shootout, you better end it with a stoppage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll take a little 5-round shootout on some Kendall Holt, the Torres type shit. Like, if y'all gonna just throw bombs and, you know, you get me, I get you first type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but Loki, I'm looking for.
Win.
Yeah, but Loki, I'm looking forward to that fight the most because I just want to see what I really want to see if, you know, what Tevin has left. Yeah. And then we Miss Bitch. I have not seen the Miss Bitch name in the chat in a while. Shuttleworth, give Miss Bitch a hug.
Go ahead, pilot.
Those are basically the fights for next weekend. Like I said, there was a lot of boxing going on, which is what it should be, and there'll be more boxing obviously next weekend too to discuss. Do we have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
No,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, shout out to, you know, boxing. You know, there was also a fucking OTX, which was pretty good, upset on the main event.
Yes.
Jeremy Hill being Malik Montgomery is always overweight, you know, in his fight. So, but it was cool, you know. I mean, OTX, you know, they always have the underrated American fighters that don't really get to shine, even more so in the show, pro box. So, you know.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of OTX too. I want to go to an OTX card. Like, fun things too is like finding the information to go to a pro box card. I mean, outside of, you know, paying for the ticket or whatever, it's kind of it's difficult. But for OTX though, yeah, they send us all the time. But, you know, they hold it in Atlanta, San Diego. Like, someone needs to hold a damn boxing event in the New England area too. I'm kind of tired. Like, I don't mind traveling, but sometimes I just want one fucking event in New England. Like give me one at least where I can go there, I can come back the same night. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my gripe. You know what I'm saying? Because Florida gets all the damn fights.
Shut your mouth, nigga. I ever say that about Florida?
Well, compared to me, nigga, your state gets all the damn fights, nigga.
Nah, hell not. Say you can only run that shit with King P and Pilot. You can't do that with me,
nigga. The last fight
they get all the significant fights and shit.
The last fight that I went to in my area was in fucking New Hampshire, when that was Andre's last Matchroom fight. Although the car was fired, don't get me wrong, but
nigga, we be getting the Tiafimos versus the Claggets. Like, wow, like, come on, bro. And then he don't even make it a great knockout or anything. He struggles with this nigga. Go life or death.
Nigga go life or death with the nigga.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Ramirez,
Robisi Ramirez held the night down. He brought all them Puerto Ricans or Cubans or whatever the fuck he is out.
Because man, like if it was Tio, couldn't carry that shit on him by himself. And the one nigga that was rocking the Nico Ali. So it's like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, how is he? Is he still prospecting? How is he looking?
Nico Ali?
Yeah.
Oh, he lost his last fight.
What?
Yeah. I think he's like, damn.
Yeah, I remember too because I wrote a tweet like, yeah, Nico Ali's. I mean, I've met him. He's a nice guy, but you might need to think about something else about other than boxing. Either that, or he needs to get himself a real trainer that could kind of teach him some shit. Like, but yeah, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have what his grandfather had. That's for damn sure. Doesn't have what his aunt had either. But
damn.
I mean,
go ahead, keep going down the family tree on the nigga. Damn.
I know, right? You're like, you don't have what the family dog had.
Yeah, he don't have what his uncle's mama had. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I basically I don't want to see him like because he gets hit too much and he's going to get KO'd soon if he keeps fucking around like he's fighting. But yeah, it's like he's not he's not. I don't think he's ever going to make it towards the contender stage. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Top Rank. I mean, Top Rank hasn't cut him yet because he's in Ali. So that's probably the only reason why he's still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His name will always keep him in the talks as long as he trains.
Yeah, I mean he trains and everything like that, but it's just like there's no progress with him. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, it's like he needs some new eyes and ears on his career. Like he might need to switch things up if you're not making progress with the people you had. You might have to switch things up. I'm not a fan of just jumping from coaches, but shit, it ain't working.
I mean, because the last time we talked, I know he was talking about the Jake Paul shit, and I'm thinking to myself, man, Jake Paul might even beat him. That was how.
Yeah, this nigga's acting too good for a Jake Paul fight, bro. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I'm just like, but because a Jake Paul fight might be his only big money fight, because it will sell because it's an Ali and all that other stuff like that, and Jake Paul is Jake Paul, but yeah, honestly, Jake Paul will probably beat him like a drum if they fight. and it's sad to say it, but he probably would. Like it's like
you would watch it if it's on Netflix.
I would watch. It's crazy because 5 years ago, niggas would never said no shit like this.
Facts. Jake Paul and Muhammad Ali's grandson fighting, and you said Jake Paul would beat his ass, and you're serious?
Like a drum, beat him like a drum. That's even worse.
I know. That's like he just going around the ring like
Donkey Kong smacking the nigga, like just fucking killing him.
I mean, hey, like I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I just like he needs to, because he hasn't improved. So I mean, Jake Paul's at the point where you probably can't take him too lightly, especially someone like Nico Ali. So it's like
you hear that, Nico? Pat don't believe in you, nigga. You need to step it up, nigga.
He said you're a nice guy, like, nigga.
But you're a nice guy though. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he has to decide what he wants to do with his career because something's not working, and eventually he's gonna get KO'd if he keeps fighting the way he's been fighting. So But yeah, no, I mean, I don't have anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, I
hey,
know.
yeah, not everybody can beat George Foreman, man.
I know, right? Not everybody can be a top 5 heavyweight of all time.
But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday night. You know how we do. Whatever we'll decide. What type of show that we'll run. You'll probably know by Wednesday or so.
Y'all didn't decide.
Y'all ready? Hold on. Y'all ready for the last gauntlet then?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the last one because I don't think I've done one yet, right?
My category for you is West Side Gun Hooks.
Nigga, stop, bro. Like, yo, nah, nigga, like, nah.
You gotta pick a track with a West Side Gun Hook. That's it.
Nah, nigga, I ain't even do no shit like this with AZ. Nigga, stop. Like that, nah. Like, time the fuck out. Like, nah. Like, that's like me asking you about having you do a no limit category, bro. I didn't try you like that, nigga. Like, come on.
Or we can do like a nigga that names begin with Little. It is not Wayne or before 2008.
Wait, what?
A nigga's that name begins with Lil, but it's not Lil Wayne, and it's before 2000. It's not before 2008. So you gotta go before.
Why is this so like wildly specific? Like, what kind of shit is this?
Cause I'm trying to make sure.
I even play a Lil Bibby song on here, nigga. Like,
okay, Lil Bibby will work. Lil Bibby will work.
And y'all voted against me on that. Like, only Pilot voted for me.
No, because I know you niggas shine in the category of fucking 2000 to 2004 when, Lloyd Banks and fucking Young Buck albums and Yuck.
But I listen to more. You know I listen to more recent, cooler shit than these niggas, man.
No, but I'm saying that's y'all bread and butter. Like, y'all, that's all y'all niggas listen to. Them fucking shit.
Niggas is like over 30-some years old.
Niggas pop in them old mixtapes, dust off they fucking A tracks, and be like, "Oh, let me pop this shit in, nigga."
This nigga said, I gotta really write this shit down. This nigga said a nigga who rap with the name Lil, but it gotta be past 2008.
It can't be Wayne.
But it can't be Wayne. Like, what the fuck? Like, son, like this nigga, like, I really gotta write this. Yo, this nigga used up the whole difficult category of the group. Like, if any of these motherfuckers come up with some wildly hoe ass shit like that,
y'all should do the same shit. Stop with just the
nigga, see, y'all take the fun out of this shit.
Make it specific. Make it specific, nigga.
Nigga, like, y'all niggas is some like. Y'all, I don't even know how to describe this. I don't even have an analogy for this yet. Y'all, it's like y'all niggas losing at 21 on the basketball court, and then y'all start saying like, no, y'all niggas are losing damn 21 touch on the basketball court because it's like a Matumbo playing, and so then y'all say, nah, make it regular 21. Like that's how, like that's what this shit feel like. Like y'all like, nah, fuck that. You too tall. You just getting put back.
You just gotta survive, nigga. We pick the categories, nigga. You just pick a song, nigga. It ain't up to you. The fuck?
Y'all niggas in these whole ass categories.
Nigga, you in the gauntlet, nigga. I'm not in the gauntlet. I can't choose the category, nigga. You just gotta do it.
Let me. All right, I got you. Like, I got you.
The fuck?
But so
yeah. Go ahead. I was gonna keep going on this nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, no, we got we got Gauntlet on Thursday. So Shuttleworth the Gauntlet. Will he survive? You gotta make sure you gotta tune in. You know what I'm saying? But this was good show and everything like that. Thank you everyone, of course, who was sitting here and listening to us, and Miss Bitch making her 2025 debut, because I don't think she's been on any podcast. Whoever it is behind that, Miss Bitch, going after Shuttleworth. Who was it? Shutter Jamarcus Worth. Don't put the hat down and ignore me. Give Miss Bitch a what the fuck? What the fuck, son? Like, call this nigga Jamarcus, yo.
What the fuck is a Shutter Jamarcus Worth? Like what the fuck is that? Like
that sounds like a fake name you give to a bitch. You didn't want to know your real name. Like,
what's good name? Shutter Jamarcus Worth. Hell no.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, yo.
That nigga sound like he like 6'2" and he a running back. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, nigga, D lineman on the Eagles type shit. Nigga. Number 91, Shutter Jamarcus Worth. Hell no.
Yo, I swear, if I ever see a real person with that name, I'll probably just fall out. Like, yo.
Yeah.
That nigga's probably in Little League right now, nigga. You just don't know. That nigga's in Little League right now getting some shit.
How did Jamarcus Worth? You bring your ass inside this house right now, mama.
But yo, it's just tune in Thursday, man. You know how we do with these gauntlets and these music shows. So we got the best music shows out here. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we gotta get this out the way so I could get my the trilogy with Pilot and his whole ass.
Yeah, try to complete the cipher. That's what it is, yo. But yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Sharif, the God, the GOAT artist, for Kingpin Bodega P, who had to, go to sleep, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Love and chicken grease.